Good evening and welcome to the Twin Kitchen. Tonight we're going to be making a mouth-watering dish. I'm making a vanilla panna cotta with honey glazed figs. Alright, so we'll get to the ingredients. Alright, we've got some figs, some fresh figs that I got from the supermarket earlier on today. 1 quill of cinnamon, about 4 star anise, 3 gelatin leaves, 150 grams of caster sugar, 375 mils of double cream, 375 mils of single cream, vanilla essence, and honey. Right, first of all, we're going to be doing the panna cotta mix. Basically, a panna cotta is actually a set cream that's sweet, right? And it's beautiful, it's very summery, and it's a very, really nice dessert after a nice meal. So I'm going to get to centre. So we've got some double cream. Actually, we're going to put it straight into a pot because that's what we're doing. Alright, so we're just going to add the single cream and the double cream. And then the sugar, the caster sugar, and a bit of vanilla essence, just for flavour. Alright, so we're just going to give that a mix with a whisk. Alright, give that a bit of a whisk. And then we're going to heat it up on the stove and bring it up to the boil. Okay, whilst that's actually coming up to the boil, we're going to get some water. We're going to soak the gelatin leaves in water, because these are quite hard. You can get these in the supermarkets, and you can get the crystal ones too. It's the same sort of process. Just soak it for a bit until it starts to get soft. Okay, set that aside. Now we're going to be doing the actual honey glaze, star anise. So basically, I've got some sugar. There is no great amount, but I'm actually putting about 160 grams. Alright, some honey. Star anise. And 1 krill. And some water. Alright, just give that a mix through. And then we'll put this on the stove until it starts to caramelise slightly. Okay, it will take about 10 minutes to do, but just bring it up to the boil and let it reduce down a little bit.
Always watch what you have on the stove too, especially with cream or milk, because usually once it comes to the boil,
it will start to explode everywhere.
It will start everywhere and it'll be like a volcano eruption, as well as the sugar as well. Always make sure you watch the caramel. When it starts to colour slightly, that's when it should be ready. If you leave it on the stove, sugar can burn very easily and turn black, and it's not very pleasant to eat. It's very bitter, so.
Alright, now that should be hot now.
Yeah.
Just about to come up to the boil. Alright, so now I've got the soaked gelatin leaves, so it will start to look like that.
Yeah.
We've got to squeeze off the excess water because we don't want too much water in the actual cream mix. It'll start to dilute. It won't be very nice. So we'll squeeze that off. Okay, and we'll add it to the mix. Make sure it's hot so the actual gelatin leaves will melt. So we'll give that a really good whisk just until it dissolves nice and evenly through the cream. Right, now we're just going to pour that in a bowl. Never actually put gelatin straight in the mixture while it's on the stove, because then it would tend to break up and it won't set. So always make sure the cream is off the stove, squeeze the excess water out of the gelatin, then place it into the mixture. Alright, so actually we'll place it into a jug now because it's ready to pour in the dairy moulds. You don't need to grease the dairy moulds or anything, you can just pour this cream straight in. So because when we try to take it out, we just dip it in a bit of hot water, give it a bit of a shake and it should pop out. It's just like a creme brulee and creme caramel and all that. These moulds you can actually get from Chef's Warehouse or Kings of Knives, Kmart, any home store. Okay, so we're just going to pour that in. And we're going to let this set for a few hours. It will take up to about 4 to 5 hours, but I've actually pre-done some earlier this afternoon, so I'll show that. This is a very classical method, and we usually get trained to do this at TAFEs, and it's in a lot of restaurants too. We had this dish on At Wildfire in Bennelong restaurant with Guillaume Brahimi, and it was a sensational dish. And it's so easy, it's beautiful. Okay, so we're just gonna place that in the fridge.